Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with Christopher LaPrath. My name's Kenan, the producer. Tonight, the title is Inaction, which I've got a thought to share. But before I do, just an announcement for anyone and everyone who's out there watching. Don't be shy. Be sure to say something in the chat so I know you're here. The first time there's no charge for readings, but going forward after that, it's $100 per month to cover 3 days a week. That's normally Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Arizona time. So before I turn it over to Christopher for this evening's readings, I wanted to share with you something that came up today, which is that if we're experiencing a problem, there's no way to solve it that we'll be able to find until we cease all action and take a good look at what we were doing to create the problem in the first place and what lesson needs to be learned to move on. So, thanks for listening. Enjoy the show. Here's Christopher.
Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Sending lots of love, lighting the Rinpoche incense. And this is to be here now. Be here now. Because now is the most powerful time. There we go. We only have now. And it goes along with the group card, so we can pull that up. So this is for every one of you on the show tonight. Jared Cat jumped on. Marilyn, Abby, Marilyn, Laurel, Jared Cat, thank you for being here. If you are here, we won't know that you're here unless you say something in the chat, and I'll be able to do a reading for you. So let us know if you're here by just saying hi. Okay, I cannot see you. When this started years ago, when I was watching programs, I was afraid that they were able to see me. No, I can't see you. So no worries about that. I mean, I can't see with my eyes. Okay, let's put it that way. But the group card tonight is the stars in the sky and the limitless possibility. So when you think about looking at the stars of the sky and just being able to grasp this limitless possibility, it can be a little overwhelming. But in this life, we have so many choices. And are you willing to let go of it being overwhelming to you? When you get on a bus or you get on a plane, you don't go up to the bus driver and go, what are your credentials? Can I see your resume? How many years you've been doing this? What route are you going? No. And you don't do that with a pilot in a plane. You don't do that with a ship captain. If any of you have done cruises, you don't do that. There's this trust. And so it's this period of really inaction. So my point of telling you this is decide where you want to go. I want to go across town, so I want to use this bus. Oh, I'm going to Minneapolis. You're going to book the flight and you're going to trust the pilot, right? You're going to trust the bus driver. You're going to trust the ship captain if you're going to the Caymans. The universe is in charge, and this is the part where we talk about taking inaction. In other words, allowing that to unfold. Because if we're right behind the bus driver yelling at him, he's probably going to kick us off the bus. And telling him how to drive and where to go, you don't do that. So this is the limitless possibilities. And I want to give you an exercise. So I'm going to set this up. I want to give you a minute, and this includes you and me. I'm going to do this as well. I want you to think about what it is you'd really like to create. It could be something really simple. It could be something not so simple. Whatever it is, I want you to take a minute and think about what it is in all of this limitless possibilities. What do you like to have in your life? And while we're doing that, while you're thinking about that or feeling it out, it's been studied that it takes about 17 seconds to ignite the process of attraction. 17 seconds. So once you have that in your mind, I have a timer. I'm going to time it for 17 seconds. That begins the process of attraction for what it is that you're imagining or wanting. Okay? And the thing that I would suggest is having something in your mind, visualizing it, picturing it, feeling it, along with, well, this or something better. This or something better. Okay? One time I took a trip to Seattle. And I was excited, trusted the captain, and we flew over the Grand Canyon. I'd never seen the Grand Canyon from the air. So I even got something better along with the trip to Seattle. So for 17 seconds, I'm going to time it. I want you to hold it in your mind. You got something in your mind, Ken? Okay. And then we're going to hold it for 17 seconds. That begins the process of attraction. Then we're going to hold it for 68 seconds, which initiates the manifestation of that thought. Okay. Do I hear something in the chat? Oh, Rosalina, thanks for being here. So have something in your mind that you would like to create or manifest. We're going to first hold it for 17 seconds. Everybody have something? Okay, here we go. 17 seconds. There you go. 17 seconds. Now, that initiated the process of attraction. Now we're going to hold it for 68 seconds, a little over a minute. Okay? That initiates the manifestation of that thought. Got it? Everybody got it? Here we go. There we go. 68 seconds. So this is the power of manifestation. You don't have to choose all the stars in the sky. Pick one. And then you can do another. This has started the initiation of the manifestation of that thought. of that feeling, and it's not just a thought, it's the feeling of having it as well. So you can practice that. No big deal if you go over 68 seconds. Okay? But that's the point of being here, being now. And never underestimate the small steps. So Rosalina is on the show, and maybe Teresa is too. And I want to give them another shout out, because they left New York. 2 New York girls going to Texas. And literally, they let the universe drive. And they created the most heartfelt, heartwarming, amazing organization, Serenity Star, and they've helped hundreds of people. And they're continuing to help hundreds and hundreds of people, as well as serving amazing food. But it was those small steps, right, Rosalina, right, Teresa? It was those small movements toward this calling and bringing this glitter into reality. And that's what it is. It's, if you can imagine it and hold that vision, hold the vision, you summon those celestial helpers to you to create that. Okay? And it guides you into bringing it into fruition. All right. Hope that was helpful. It was really fun. Okay. We love having you on the show. Thank you so much. And since we've got a smaller group tonight, this is, I'm going to give this shout out to Rosalina. And let me know if Teresa's here too, Rosalina. And Laurel, this awareness card. So Rosalina, these angels, these guides, you may already be aware of this. You may already know it. So maybe if you do, let this serve as a reminder to you that what you're doing you're working on a vibrational level where you're changing structure in people and people around you. It's a resonance, it's a vibration, it's a frequency. And it's like, it reminds me of a New York cop show where they find these people wrapped up in plastic wrap, and you're ripping them open. When you look at this picture and they're able to breathe, and you've saved their lives. But you're doing that on a spiritual level, on some deep spiritual level. And you're being given recognition for that in what it is that you're doing. It's like spirit coming through you, or you merging with spirit. if this makes sense, to be able to do this. It's a true gift. It is absolutely a true gift, and there's just this heartfelt recognition of what it is that you're doing and can do with this gift. But you're going to be doing more of it. You're absolutely going to be doing more of it to rip people out of their trap that they've actually many times created for themselves. So, but there's also this awareness, these awarenesses that are coming up with you and for you. Follow them. These are like, what do you want to call them? Spirit downloads, direction. It's a little bit like what I do is I don't know what I'm saying sometimes, or I don't know why I'm saying it. So, and then with Laurel, some people, they shut down this awareness, Laurel, because they don't want to see ghosts, or they don't want to see demons, or they don't want to blah blah blah. But it's like buying a car with the idea that you're going to get into an accident. It's ridiculous, right? It keeps you in the fear part of it. No, the car is going to get you to work, get you to the store, be able to take vacations, go to the beach, and you look at all these amazing benefits rather than, oh, I could get into a fender bender. No, these are gifts, and if you as your awareness grows and you sense or perceive or even see some of these darker energies, that's a gift, because you tell them in no uncertain terms where to go. That is a gift as well. It is a gift to them. Years ago, 2 years ago, when I was in that studio, and there was this spirit that was walking back and forth in the back of the studio. The cleaning lady had seen him. Clients that had come into the studio had experienced this. And when I came in, I'm just like, dude, you're stuck in this trap. It's not real. You're creating it over and over and over again. And so he would walk back and forth in the place that he would always walk when he was alive, when the building wasn't there and it was desert and it was near the river. Anyway, my point is that it's breaking people out of that trap. And so your awareness is growing. View it as a gift. View it as a blessing. Yeah. Enhance, what's that?
Yeah, but Laurel says enhance the lives.
Enhance the lives of those you help. Right, Laurel? Thank you for putting that in there. And so that's why I jumped in with Rosalina and you, Laurel, with this awareness card. And awareness for yourself can create change, right? So you're taking better care of yourself. You're taking better care of your mind, your heart, your actions, and that's going to only bring blessings. It's kind of silly to go, well, I'm not going to go to the doctor. I don't want to hear the bad news. Well, how about going to hear the good news? And maybe some corrections that you can take in order to enhance your life, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Jeff, thanks for being here. Andrea, thanks for being here. Okay. All right, my dear Marilyn Pitts and Abby, both of you, this is for the ordinariness. Ordinariness. Who am I to be a spiritual person? Who am I to have these gifts? Well, who aren't you to be this spiritual person? Who aren't you to have these gifts? You can view this cherry blossom tree. You can view this farmer who's going into his field every day as just simply ordinary, or you can view it as a miracle. This is giving your gifts, Abby and Marilyn Pitts. This is giving your gifts room to grow. So Marilyn Pitts, you have cats. Abby, you love dogs. You feed them, right? They bring you pleasure. You take care of them. You take them on walks. Well, Marilyn Pitts, you don't take the cats on walks, but you take care of them. You play with them. They entertain you. This is you giving more energy to what you have termed as ordinary or non-special. Are you willing to step into the awareness that you are special? So I'm bringing this out to both of you primarily, but I'm also talking to Marilyn, Maddox, Laurel, Jared, Kat, Rosalina, Terry, and Andrea. All right. And I didn't have Terry's awareness yet. So this is so the word ordinariness is kind of misleading. It's actually extraordinary. So everyone on the show, are you willing to accept your extraordinariness? Like the fact that you even are here on earth at this time, you're on this show, you are devoting time and money and assets from other things to work on you, to be able to have this energy and this awareness, right? So I love this awareness that nothing is ordinary. Nothing is ordinary. Are you willing to release, clear, destroy, and uncreate anywhere where you have a belief that things are ordinary? Open that up, expand it into extraordinary. Feed those beliefs, feed those thoughts like you do your cats and dogs. That's my point. Okay, thank you. Okay, we've got the list. Madeline, great to have you. Perfect timing. You just jumped on. So any sadness or any depression, now at times we all can get sad or depressed. This is your energy going to the past. And your brain likes to make connections. It likes to make situations or connections. So in Hawaii, a Hawaiian told me that the word for grapes, like a cluster of grapes, is the same as thoughts. Okay, so we have a new experience coming up, or we have something happen to us, and we go, oh my God, that's what happened on May 12th, 2017. Oh my God, it's going to be like that. Oh God, oh no, oh no, oh no. And so when you're in any kind of sadness or depression, your energy is going to the past. Bring it back. The group card, Madeline, tonight was be here, be now. These are new possibilities. Be free of linking where you're at now to what happened in the past. It's like going over, it's like, I don't know. It's like going through this old box, and you find in this old box an algebra test from the 9th grade that you got a D in. And you go, oh my God, oh my God. No, you're like, oh, I don't even remember that. Right? Notice when you start getting sad or depressed, stay here, be now. And it literally takes training. It's like going to the gym. It's like working out. And then it just becomes second nature, where you're not going to the past. You're not focusing on any sorrow or any coulda, woulda, shoulda, or bringing that energy from the past that created that situation into the present and recreating it. This is releasing, clearing, destroying, and then creating that scenario. Bottom line, period. And then Marilyn Pitt's got ordinariness. Okay. Okay. Okay, Marilyn Maddox and Terry. Exhaustion. So Marilyn, this is a previous life coming through, Marilyn. So I'm going to ask you anywhere where you believed you had to be the martyr, where you took on energies and situations to solve for other people. Are you willing to release, clear, destroy, and uncreate, and call all of your energy back to you now from all those lifetimes that you did that? Because this is calling all the loans in now. Anywhere where you've loaned out your energy, or at the time you had this great belief where saving people. I don't know what that's like at all. I can't relate to what I'm talking to you about this right now. Marilyn, I was a missionary. In this lifetime, I was a missionary. So this is clearing all the exhaust from those lifetimes where you were in any way, shape, or form a martyr, or you devoted your life Yeah, this is bringing all of your energy back, all of the energy back to you. And then Terry, a little bit different with you. If you're going to sell cookies, Terry, sell your cookies in front of the Weight Watchers clinic. You will clean up. It's you can't fix stupid, Terry. You cannot fix stupid. Can you pull your energy back from trying to fix stupid and go sell your cookies where people will want your cookies? Do you understand my metaphor here? Where people will appreciate you. Stop going back to the water fountain that only has like a little spout of water and you have to put your mouth over the whole water spout. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Oof. No. Go to a new fountain. This is you pulling, again, in a way, pulling your energy back. But it's more of this lifetime, and stop throwing your pearls before swine. Again, there's nothing wrong with swine. Pigs are great. Like I've said on the show before, I like bacon. I do eat ham. But pigs don't appreciate pearls. And it's exhausting to try to teach a pig, oh, now these are stones that are made in oysters that live in the ocean, and they're made from a little tiny kind of grain of sand. And I'm channeling Rosanna Dana right now. Okay, you don't explain that to pigs, Terry, and you'll have more energy. This is changing that field. Okay. Wow, really some powerful messages. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Okay, Andrea. Oh, so this is Andrea and Madeline. I'm going to go with Andrea first. But I got another hit for you, Madeline. We had this card last night. No, Monday night. But this is the Fool card. It's brand new beginnings. Release, clear, destroy, and uncreate the fear of stepping out, of doing something that is uncomfortable for you. I got a trainer a few months ago, and he wasn't yelling at me, but he's like, stop picking up the weights. Don't bend over like that. And he taught me how to pick something up. He goes, UPS driver, pick up with your back, not your legs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, lift with your legs.
Lift with your legs.
Not your back.
Not your back.
Right.
Okay, lift with your legs, not your back. That took training. So this is a brand new beginning for you, Andrea. Go for it. I see you moving. Dream bigger. So we started this show off with that 17-second exercise, and then we started it off with that 68-second exercise. If you missed it, if you came on late, please rewatch it. Please rewatch the beginning. Okay? Judith, thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. And then Madeline, remember we did this when I came to San Antonio? I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. I used to be really afraid of heights. So one of my friends lived up in a high-rise in downtown Phoenix. I would go there and they would have a glass railing. And I go, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. And then it took a minute. I had to, wait a minute, this has a railing. I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. Especially for those of us that have had a lot of trauma in the past with our lives, it's okay to stand against the wall. You know, when you're in a high rise and you're out on the balcony, just stay against the wall as long as you want, right? The fool is stepping out, and when you're ready to step out, you will step out. Just trust the bus driver. Trust the airplane pilot. And it's also a needed trip that you need to take, or it would be really good for you to take. Clear that energy, and then you will take baby steps toward getting a better view. You'll step away from the wall little by little, stepping into a new place. Wow. Lana made it back from her eye doctor appointment in Spokane. Oh, I've got to share with you. So Lana sent me this story, and I really would love, if Lana's okay with that, to share this story with you. So far, it's like 8 pages. It's definitely going to be more pages, but it's a story. It's a miraculous story of her and her husband that they took years ago to Alaska. It'll blow your mind. I couldn't put it down. So Lana, thank you for being here. To be able to share this story, because you talk about stepping into the unknown and trusting the bus driver, or trusting the universe, trusting God, the source, however you want to put it. That's the point of Lana's story, and it's extremely inspiring. So, all right, Judith, thank you for being on the show. It's okay to say I'm not fine. You know, in our society, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. That's usually a greeting. So in China, when I learned Chinese, their greeting is "你吃饱了没有?" Their greeting is, do you have a full stomach or not? Or in other words, have you eaten or not? I didn't know that. So when I would meet people, they go, hey, have you eaten lately? I go, no. And they would get this look on their face like, doggone it, I've got to feed this guy now. And they literally, like, so we would be invited into house after house or restaurant after restaurant, and they would just feed us. And I'm like, we couldn't figure it out. Until we went, oh, wait a minute, this is the custom. You're supposed to say, oh, yeah, I've eaten. Anyway, talk about gaining 20 pounds in a few weeks. My point of telling you this story, Judith, is everything is going to be fine and work out can be an illusion. It's like Kenan said, this inaction. Could you repeat that again about the inaction and about what you started the show off with?
Yeah, if we're experiencing a problem, there's no way to solve it unless you stop what you're doing.
Yeah, when you see a problem, there's no way to stop it unless you stop what you're doing and take a look at it to really to really, like my mom in my book. Okay, my mom was married to my dad for 30 years. He was a narcissist, abusive, and she just like, oh no, everything's just rosy, everything's just fine. No, it wasn't. And it wasn't until we moved into this haunted house that the perfect storm began to occur, and it woke us up. So that's with you, Judith, is you're safe to look at the situation as it really is, and then you'll be given the wisdom and the direction to break past the illusion that others have created for you, or you've allowed them to create for you, and to create a new life. Okay. Cat, anywhere where you've given anyone authority over you, are you willing to release, clear, destroy, and uncreate that now? So I was part of this church, and I talk about this in my book. One day the phone rings before cell phones. Pick it up, nobody's there. 5 minutes later, the elders in the church show up. And they go, what is it that you're involved in? We sense Satan. Now I could have gone, oh gosh, your elders, you must know. They had developed a system of interrogation, intimidation, poor me, and going aloof. I did not buy into it, and I left the church that night. I was done, because I'm not playing with those people or those type of people. I'm not just saying about a church. It can be anyone in a position of authority or a perceived position of authority. Politician, minister, whatever position of authority it is. And I'm not saying buck authority. I'm not saying that. But is what they're saying ringing true with you? Are you in alignment with it, or are you forcing yourself to be in alignment with it? That's where the courage comes to break free of that. Okay. Jared, this is the rebirth card. One of my clients called today, and for the past couple of months has been having a really challenging time. And I was talking about this dissipation of structure, that's part of this rebirth, or the creation of something new. So the rebirth card for you, Jared, okay. When Kat was pregnant with the kids, were you pacing the floor worried about the kids? Oh my God, what if they're ugly? Oh my God, what if my kids are ugly? No. Your kids are awesome. Amazing, right? It's wasting time and energy about things that you have no control over. So the rebirth is a situation in life where be free of creating ugly situations is a rebirth. It's brand new beginnings. You know, it's look what you've done. Look at the fears you faced and the beauty that comes out of the fear. Like this lion, and this woman's coming out of the lion. It's this beautiful woman that's coming out of the representation of fear. It's facing your fear. You're going to be fine. It's a rebirth, absolute rebirth. Okay, my dear Lanny, I love this. This is the Rebel card. And Lana, I want to give you huge kudos for writing those pages. Because when all of you read this story, it's where Lana has had to step out time after time in complete faith. Not knowing how it was going to work out, but knowing somehow it was going to work out. And when you read this story, I guarantee your jaw's going to be on the floor as to what she had to go through and what transpired or appeared before her on this road trip to Alaska. It was amazing. So Lana, this is the Rebel card. It is continuing to buck the system. It's continuing to question authority. Okay, we talked about that a little bit with Kat. This is okay, it's doing honky-tonk music. Do you remember back in the 60s? I don't know if any of you remember the 60s, but when this rock and roll came out, Elvis or honky-tonk music, it was like, ooh, devil, bad music, honky-tonk, leads to drinking and wild living. Rock and roll, music of the devil. No, it was you stepping up, and you're continuing to step up. So you're moving into a situation where you take hold of your reins, okay, and release, clear, destroy, and uncreate, please, if you like, anywhere where there's a lack, or trying to make, oh, it's, it's because of the election that this is happening, or it's because of this or that. No, you decide, Lana. You've done it so many times. Right now, you be the rebel. You decide what it is you want and how it's going to be, and it'll happen. It will absolutely happen. Okay. Okay. Love you all very, very much. If you have any questions, reach out through instant messaging, texting. Love you all. I think I got everybody tonight. Have a great, great night.